This is the paperback I'm going to use. This is very, very cute and pretty. Paper Rose, and it is a 12 by 12 paperback. Now, that is all the papers you do get, I should say, designs you do get in this paperback. And that is 200 GSM, so it is quite thick. Let's get into it. This is the A side, and that's the B side. This one is the A side, and this is the B side. Oh, they are so cute. This is the A side, and that's the B side. This is very beautiful. And that's the other side. I do like the stripe, is very nice. And that's the other side. And then, of course, you will get all this cutouts. And that's on the B side. So that is all the paper. And then I'm going to do a mini album. And I do have my chipboard ready to go. So it is 6. That's 6. And this is 8. The width is 8. The length is 6. My spine, it is 6. I think it's 2.5. Let me make sure. It's 2.5. And sometimes I do it the length, but I decided I'm going to change it, and I will have the 8 this way. Now I do got it ready to cover. There's the other one. And I do have the white chipboard, but it is not white on the side because the paperback is very dark. It's very dark in with the dark blue. It looks very nice with the white. And this is how we're going to do it. This is an A4 size, and I'm not going to cut anything. This is what I'm going to use. I'm going to cover the whole chipboard. Let me start with it and I can show you. So I glue and tape the one side on already. You can see I did use wet glue and it's still a little bit wet. And then we're going to come into this side, and all I did is I bend the paper like that, all 4 sides, and then I just burnished it to get my mark. Now my daughter bought this for me. This is for your space in between and your spine. This is that corner there, which is what you can use. And you can make a line and you can cut it. That is when you want to make a hole in when you do journals, and that as well. And you can, where you want to do your corners. And then, like I said, your space. But let me do this. And I'll show you how much is left there. That piece there is so much. And you cut so much of your paper away. I don't prefer that. I don't like that. I can rub this out. I'm just going to leave a little bit so you can see what I do. If you do have that tool, you can use it if you like this much to show. Where my corner is there, I make a dot with my pencil. Just a dot. So I can see it. And then when I cut, I just cut a little bit away. And I come here and I cut a little bit away. And let me cut that and I can show you. I've done this many times that I show you, but I'll do that again. Sorry. And I go to my dot and I turn, and that is all that I cut away. So when you fold this and you fold that, you do get a very nice line and you cover your corner. Let me cut this. Let me cut this where they say. That's how much I cut away. Do that. I've got so much paper there. I do have so much paper there that you have to come in and bring it. Mine is such a little bit that sometimes I don't do that. It is just fine. I just gonna cut that. That's how much paper you cut away. And what I do like is I like to have this side on top. So it gives you a very nice cut. It's just too much paper that they cut away, that you have to cut away. Well, if you prefer that, then it's fine. You can do that. I'm just going to do my dot. And I'm going to do my dot. And that's what I'm going to guide myself. I'm going to do the next one. Four type around, one in the middle, and then I've done my wet glue. And this is what I'm here. Barely art. I've just started to use it recently, and we'll see how that's going to work. And I just placed it in the middle. Just eyeball it. And finish. Then I will go in and I will take the backing off, the score tape on the side. And this side as well. And then we can burnish. Right, and this is what I did. Bend it, just to give me a guide. This, what I used to cover the chipboard. It is, it's an 80 pound. And I just did get it from my local craft store. And we can bring that one over. And we can do the same with this one. And on this side. It bends fairly easy when you start doing that. So I'm going to do my glue, cut the corners, do my glue, and then I will cover this completely. Now, this is my spine. And the idea is, I'm going to have that. Okay. So my flaps, I cut all this out, and my flaps, I'm going to glue them or tape, and that's going to go down, and then that is going to be like that. Let's do that. I'm just going to use glue, and I've done that one already, and I'm just in with the paper and the chipboard mix. I put some, probably put a little bit too much, and then we're going to do the glue. You can do the score type, but this is such a small flap that it's okay. And we can bring it down. And just finish it. If you need to bring it in, I've got a few spots there that I need to bring in. Okay. And then this is going to come on to the front and then to the back. But this I will do score tape for these ones. And I do have tie fac. And I'm going to put some tie fac on here. I should have done it on the bottom there to strengthen this, but I will do it on this side. So all that I'm going to do is I will take it a little bit away from here. And let's see how this is going to do it. Yes, I think I will do it, but I am going to cut it a bit shorter. Let's cut it shorter. Not too much. I don't want it to stick out here. So if we do put that in, and let's see. That's short enough. That's short enough. Yes, that is short enough. Right. I'm going to do my score tape. So let me show you. The score tape is on, and make sure it does not stick over. We can rather put glue. If it does, just roll it back. Right. Now, finish. First, I'm going to do the tie fac. Now, I've got tie fac on, I've got score tape on that side. It is for there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it like that because I need to have it a little bit away. Let's do this first. Okay. All right, I think I'm fine. I can pull this off and that's it. I'm away a little bit there and a little bit there. That's all good. And I will put some glue over there. It's just for the tie fact. And I'm going to do glue here. Now, and I'm bringing the tie fact over. And let's see. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. So I am going to do the side as well. I do have mine. It's on and it's flat. Why you have to cut this on an angle? It is to have it a little bit with your chipboard here and then come to an angle because I am going to try and put something over that and it open and close so much easier. So when you do put your back or front chipboard on, just pick the nicest corners that it's going to show and then put your corners on the middle here so you can't see it. And let's see which corner here is not looking good. Oh, okay, they all look good. And that is just going to do a little bit roll in. I'm going to take that one off. I'm very brave to do that. And let's do this. And I'm going to land it up. Just want to bring it. I do have trouble to get my things straight. But I think this is, yep, that's fine. Hold it. Don't move. And bring it down. Okay, so now I can go into and get this one off. I just got it. Oops, sorry. That's it. So I'm very glad that I did put the tie back on. And that's it. That is so easy for our book to get this done now. Okay, both are on and I'm happy with it and I'm very glad that I did put the tie back on. The other thing is, this is so nice and crisp, and it looks good. It looks really good. We're going to go into this side of the album and the pages. Now for the pages, this is what I need to use. 1, 1.5, 2.5, 3 by 5 7/8. 1.5, score at half an inch, 2, the same, score half an inch, and 3, the same, half an inch. And this is how we're going to put them in. We're going to put score tape on the back, and we're going to place it on top of each other like that. So let me do mine. So I place these two together, well, on top of each other. And now I'm going to do this one. And just going to take a small piece off. I'll fold it like that. And then I'm going to place it here in the middle of the two score lines. And I should be okay. Just eyeball it. It will be fine. That went back into on top of the let me pull a little bit more off. That's better. Let's try again and put it in the middle of my two score lines. And that's it. Let's open it. And I can cut that off. That is for our pages. Very easy. Very, very easy. Now we can get our pages. I'm not going to put it in the book yet because I want to put some pattern paper on here. And I've got no idea what pattern paper I'm going to use for the first page and so on. But now you get the idea. This is how it's going to come in the book. And it's going to be away from our school lines. And we will put our pages onto here. So that is how it's going to work. But I want to put some pattern paper on here so that you don't see the tie fac. I want to cover that. And it looks good if you've got some pattern paper on here. And let's go and do the pages and see how long the pages are going to be on to the side. This is what I need to have. I need to have 6 by 7 5/8 of an inch and 5 by 7/8 of an inch. That is 5 7/8 of an inch. This is 7 5/8 of an inch, and I need 6 of them. So I'm going to start cutting mine. I do have my 6 pages and they're ready to go in. But I prefer to put this in the book first and then put my pages on here and then start working with that. I'm going to get into the paper, the decorative paper, to see which one I can use to cover that. And let's have a look. Okay, this is what I decided. I've used this one, and it's got the check at the back, and I've cut a piece out there because this I will fussy cut, and this I want to use in the front, and then some of that I might use. So that top part there is what I've cut off, and I'm going to put it in like that, and it covers and it looks beautiful. I am going to use my wet glue. I do like this because it's in the spine. Oh, I have to cut mine a little bit more. Oh, let me see. Yes, I'm going to have to cut mine a little bit more. And then I am going to use this. Hopefully it will hold. I do like this glue quite a lot for what I've done with it already. And I like this to be flat, and it is flat. So let me cut mine a little bit smaller, and then I'm going to glue it in. I glue it in, and it looks good. I'm happy with it. Now we can put this on. There you can see it does look good. Score type is on already, and I'm just going to take that part off, and I'm going to try and position it. So I'm going to do it from the bottom here and see if I'm in the middle, and I've got enough space at the top and the bottom. I think I'm straight, and I'm going to push that down. This is so easy to do. And now I can do the rest. And get all my score tape off. And that is it. It is. I don't know who started doing this, make this, but I would just like to thank that person because this is so easy to make. and to have it in your book, and your pages will be looking great. Now we can start putting the pages in. Well, you can decide if you want to start on this side and put them in, and then start from this side, like over here, and put them in. I'm going to start because this is my front, and I'm going to do it over here. I do have my score tape ready, and I'm doing the score tape a little bit away from the edge, and with this one I'm going to have to cut it. And I'm just going to burnish that. That over there, I think I'm going to use glue. Let's do the glue. And so a little bit away from my score line. Come on, you need to take, that's it. That's it. And all you need to make sure, oops, it's coming off. It is straight. Okay, let's do that again. I think this is easier to do it. Here, I think that's easier. Just need to make sure it is straight. And let's see if it's away from, yeah, it's away from the school line. Now I've done all my pages. I all put them in, and all I did is I followed the first one, and I kept on putting it from this side, and that is the 6 pages. You can see they are flat in the book over here, and this side as well. They are flat, and that is what we need to have. Otherwise, if they're going to lift, you can see that. And then you have to do everything all over. Now, for the nice part is we're going to go into our decorative paper, and we're going to start making our book pretty. But I think that will be in the next tutorial, and I can show you exactly what I'm going to do with this paper until the next one.